Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We do got some pretty fun stuff to talk about, and this is basically sort of like, in a way, I think NETMARBLE responding to the thing of festivals being rushed out or festivals being released every single month now. And I wanted to share it with you. It was again asked on stream, and they kind of answered it there. So we're gonna go over it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton as always. Basically, again, I'm curious what your opinion is on all this. Right? Again, what is the entire topic? The fact that festivals run every month. Basically, how this year has gone. If you look at it in January, it was a collaboration, first ever collaboration, by the way, in January. You have to realize that what was before January? Before January was a double festival. Now, what was before that double festival? That was a collaboration. Now, what was before that collaboration? There was a festival. So just realize that since basically last year, since around like, Hell onwards, Hell went into collaboration, double festival, collaboration, festival, collaboration, festival, and now a collaboration, and then a festival, and then a collaboration, and then a festival, and then potentially a collaboration. So how the schedule's been working is just a spam of festivals. Remember, we're getting 2 to 3, maybe 4 more additional festivals a year now. I think that's how many standards or 600s there are. So it's getting rough, but let me know where you stand on that. Do you agree, disagree? I'm curious, because again, we all have our opinions here, so let me know. Let's hop into the video though. Let me get over there. So there are a few questions asked again from Dorchan. I think Dorchan is one of the, I think he's a YouTuber, right? And then he also does the streams with them. So basically he can give his own opinions again on his own channel and such. And I think he was asking questions and such to management. We had this before in a very old stream where it was like questions asked to management and basically the devs, right? And like NETMARBLE themselves. And it was like, hey, do you ever plan to give us like a guaranteed chance at anviling something? Like getting a full stat on the main gear piece? And they said no. They asked like, oh, do you have a plan on doing this? They said, okay, maybe we can try. Some of it's come true, obviously, because again, it's a plan that's generic in general. Here's the first question. Question 1 to Dorchan management. Won't the addition of 4th floor monster battle a loop element increase the burden on players? And then they said this is the answer. We have tried to reduce the burden on beginners, but we are aware that we have not been able to reduce the burden on those who are serious about playing the Demon King battle, the 4th floor of the Demon Beast battle, and Knights battle. We will make a proposal the next development meeting. Development meeting. Basically, again, they're trying to say, won't this just add more burden on players? Again, I will say this now, for most of us, I think Demon King battle, you do it once a week, you're done, right? Most of the time, unless you're spamming your SA coins, right? Or SSR coins, right? So I wouldn't really consider that. Hero Arena, Knights battle, like Knights battle mainly, the guild system, that's a little bit more, I know, of a actual commitment you have to make to it, right? But besides that, you go and look at like other things with this game. I definitely think an endgame content was needed. And again, people always say like, oh, there's too much to do, there's too much this, but then you complain about no content. So I will say that adding the 4th floor isn't an issue. And in my opinion, I tried it, it's not too difficult. If you have the characters, it's not too difficult. And literally the only character you need are standard characters, plus just Deanne maybe, who you can pull whenever she comes back, and Thor. Correct? It's in my opinion not that bad, and you don't even need Thor. There was a team that was just made from JP players that's not even Thor, heavy. It's not that bad. It genuinely isn't that bad, and I will say that on my free-to-play account, I could probably do it too. You know what I mean? It's very, in my opinion, straightforward, and you learn the gimmicks, you can do it. It's, again, I think it's a well-designed content, unironically. So not much here that I would really care about, but let me know what you think about this question. If you stand with that or disagree. I will say this. Content has to be added. Game can't just sit here for 3 more years without content. Some of the content may be trash, crappy, whatever. Some content hasn't been that bad, but people still hate it, so you can't do much there. Here we go. Next question. Question to, again, Dorchan's management. Since festivals are held every month, will there be any improvements to how to obtain characters? For example, by increasing the probability of obtaining new characters through mileage? Answer. I feel that holding festivals consecutively is an issue. I want to cherish the user who acquires new characters every time. I want to consider internally whether we can take action. But yes, basically reading this entire answer here, this is the gist of things, correct? They say that, yeah, it's an issue. We see it's an issue, right? We can definitely see that there's an issue. We definitely see a lot of players complaining about it, so we'll see what we can do about it. Now, they say, I want to cherish how they, again, acquire the new characters every time and how it feels and all that such, right? They want to do that, so again, right now with how they're doing things, maybe it's not right, but again, we have to consider how to do this internally and see whether we can take action. We can see, is it possible? Is there something we can do about this? And yes, let me say this right now. This is my take, and again, I know I'm going to get hated on in the comment section for this take here. Yes, every month a festival can be a good system. It can be. if it's done right. But again, players will not agree to that. So whether you agree or not, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? But how I will say it is this. If they were to do these festivals right, I would first say, on the aspect of releasing a festival every month, maybe done every month. Yes, we can have an extra 1 or 2 festivals a month, which is fine, or 1 or 2 a year, which is fine. Not every month. There should be a break in somewhere, and at some point, that's what it should be. Where again, a 600 banner is skippable or again summonable or whatever, but at least it's not a 900 banner, right? The one thing I will say is this also. People will say otherwise, but a lot of players who skip Demonic Beast characters complain about it constantly in my comment section. A lot of players who skipped tier were consistently complaining in my comment section. Roxy, they skipped Awaken Roxy. They were constantly complaining and asking her to rerun. So yes, 600 banners, they're always ending up to be most likely a must summon just because of how good they are in the meta. Like imagine if Gelda was a 600 banner, do you know how many people in my comment section would have complained that she ran, and instead of a festival, they would be complaining constantly because they had to go for her. They'll consider, oh, another must summon banner. So again, not much I can say on that front because it's true. 600s are usually pretty damn good. Remember, whatever it was, Valenti was a 600. You had to pull for her. You missed Valenti. You only got her to rerun, what, 1 time now? And players still don't have her, and they're complaining about not having her. So there's always going to be that little thing here. But what I will say is this. With 900s, what I will mainly go with, it can work if you're giving every single update, like Gothar's update. Gothar's update was 550 plus gems. I'm in a gem guide. I was like, dude, free to players are swimming in gems. You're gonna have so much in excess because again, you make 550 gems about a month, right? In just regular gem income plus Gothar's income. It's of just gems they give away for free. It was good. We were like, this is a good system if you're giving away this many gems. But then it progressed. Sobnok, not many gems, and then it progressed further. Thor, 330. So again, it's a usual festival, but you know, a usual festival doesn't cut it. A usual festival freebie gems don't cut it anymore because now we're in the big boy leagues of a festival every month. So we need Gothar level gems, but those haven't happened. So I agree, is the system dead right now? 100%. A festival every month? Hell no right now. But it could have worked also if you rerun the damn characters. Why the hell are we rerunning these characters here right now? This banner should have been Gothar on here. This banner should have at least had Arthur on here. This banner should have had some of the new characters on here. It doesn't even have Gelda on here. Such a bad banner. You have so many characters that could easily have popped up here, where again, if you're rerunning, like let's say a festival happens every month. Now every 2 to 3 months that festival reruns right away, the system isn't bad then. Like most players aren't going to complain about that because again, your character returns pretty quickly. It's not like again back then with Mael. If you skipped Mael, you would have to wait all the way until November. So again, with a festival month, it's a better system if you're rerunning it quickly, but you're not. You're not rerunning it. So you see what I mean? That's the issue. Because again, if you do skip one festival, you can just go in like a month or 2 and summon then. That's it. It's fine. You can do that. You got all that freebie gem income and such. You're summoning on a 4% banner, which is a higher rate still. Whatever it is, it's a W in my book. But the thing is, you're not rerunning them quickly. You're just shoving them into the garbage and waiting. It's like there's no point. This is a worse system than last year. Because if you look at it, Mael took till November to return. We're already here in August, or sorry, or in August now, because again, collaboration, so September. It took till September to return these characters, so the system isn't better. It's far worse. You know what I mean? If Arthur returned here or on Sobnok, huge W. It didn't though. So now, when is it returning? Probably on a vote banner in November. Probably on a vote banner in December. That's it. So the system is equally as bad. If you're rerunning these constantly, it's good. Now players can dupe them, get them, everything. It's 10 out of 10. But you're not. See what I mean? So whatever it is, there's pros and cons to this, and they could have done it right, where players don't have to die completely. And if a player skips one of these festivals, they're like sitting pretty as hell because again of how many free gems. If it's a 600 banner, correct, where it's a standard banner, just remember you're not getting any free gems. You know what I mean? I used to cover those catastrophe updates. You'll get maybe a maximum of like 60 plus free gems. Okay, the reason I can title my videos 330 plus free gems for these festivals is because it's a festival. So remember that also, where if it's a standard, you're not getting too much gem extra income. You know what I mean? You're just getting to save the gems you have now. So there's again pros and cons to this, but you know, there's good and bad. It's just they do the bad only. So let me know what you think. That's my little rant here, and yeah, let me know in the comment section. People are gonna disagree with it because again, I do the math. I can tell you for a fact that if they were to do it right, this could be an okay system, right? It's just they're not doing it right, and also every single month, bit rough. Maybe cut off. You could just do an extra 1 or 2 a year, not actually every month, dog. Holy hell! And yeah, collaborations are up next too, so it's that too. But you know, I'm all down for more collaborations, not more festivals and collaborations. You know what I mean? I'm okay with more collaborations, but you're doing more collaborations and more festivals and less gems. See what I mean? So it's all rough out here.